We drew the top lash line. We brought down this line over here for the side of the eye. And then I just placed some of the eyelashes. So I'll give you guys just a minute to catch up to that, because you probably couldn't see what I was doing before, which I, again, am so sorry about. Hi, Carla. Welcome. We're doing a how to draw eyes tutorial. And again, if you guys at any point can't see something, just let me know. Thank you, Abdullah, for letting me know about that. And again, I apologize. All right, so we've got our top lash line, some eyelash placements, the side of our eye drawn down. And again, feel free to draw more than I am. I'm doing just a general outline of the eye here. And if you want to follow along, great. If you want to go ahead, totally up to you. All right, so we've got that top lash line and just filling in a little bit more. So when we go to ink, we have a good idea of where all of the elements of our eye are. Okay? And now we can make this maybe a little thicker, this top lash line. And I'm just using short strokes here with my pencil. Welcome to the new members who are just joining. And then we'll draw a little crease for the lash lid, the eyelid. It'll be somewhere over there. And then we can draw where our eyebrow will be. Eyebrows are quite fun, I think. And feel free to experiment with the shape and the placement of the eyebrow too, because that really will differentiate different emotions. And also feel free to let me know how you guys are doing in the comments, and if you need an extra minute before I move on at any point. All right, so we've got our outline of the eye and we've got our eyebrow. Now we're going to draw the pupil and the iris inside of the eye. So we'll just bring down this line here, and we're going for a circular shape. Does not have to be perfect. Short strokes, that's what I'm doing. Sketchy line work. And you'll get a shape something like that, looking something like that. And then we'll go in and we'll draw the pupil in the center. Again, short lines, short strokes. So you can really play around with the size and the placement. Go ahead and change our music playlist while we're at it, because I'm not a fan of what music is being played. All right, so now that we've got the pupil, that's much better. This music is much better. We've got some coffee house jazz, calm music in the background, always copyright free. So this line that I'm drawing here is really going to be useful once we start shading. And I think that we'll probably have a class specifically on shading and introducing color. So looks like people are coming back in now. All right, so we've got the top of our eyelash line. We've got the middle of our eye, our eyebrow, all sketched out. And I'll have to probably edit the two sections of the class together for the IGTV video, but that's fine. All right, so are you guys all caught up to where I am in the sketch? Okay, great. All right, so we've drawn this kind of like an oval, maybe an upside down U shape inside of our eye, and that's really going to help us when we start shading. And as I was starting to get to before, I think that we might have a whole separate class on shading and color. Maybe our next class will be dedicated to that. And these little shapes that I'm drawing, Willow, you want to come draw with us, Willow? That's my dog. Apologies. Hi, Abdullah. Hi, Carla. Hopefully the video is sharper this time and not lagging. So these little shapes that I'm drawing inside of the eye just show me where I'll probably leave empty space for our highlights. So as I was saying, Abdullah, the next class will probably be dedicated to shading and color. So that's slightly what we're indicating here with our shapes inside the eye. This will be some sort of overlaid shadow, and these will be our highlights. And I think that's pretty good for our outline sketch. So if you guys are following along on a tablet, I'm just gonna pull an inking pen, and I'm gonna separate our layers just to make everything nice and clean. And if you guys are on paper, you can go ahead and grab a pen, or you can just define those shapes that we drew in a smoother, darker pencil stroke. All right, so we're gonna outline this top lash line here. So Clara says, can I make Willow? Please, no barking. I think she wants to draw with us. So Carla asked if we could do a class on hair. Yeah, of course. We can do a class on how to draw hair, absolutely. And that will definitely help us eventually draw our own characters. So yes, we'll definitely be doing a class on hair. You guys can let me know if you want to do a separate class on shading and color, or maybe I could just do a post for how to do that for the eyes. Willow is our background music, yes. Who needs copyright-free music when you have a barking dog? All right, so we've just made this top lash line a little thicker. And I'm using more or less the same short strokes like I did with the other pencil. Just really sketchy line work. And so Eva says, can I use a brush pen too? So if you're on a tablet, I'll show you guys, I'm using a dry ink pen, but you can use the brush pen, you can use anything you want. You'll just get a different kind of texture. And if you guys are on pen and paper, that's perfectly fine too. You can do some ink drawing, you can just keep the pencil. Eva says she's on paper and if she can use a brush pen. Yeah, absolutely. You guys can use whatever you want. You can use crayons. Ooh, Jenna's using charcoal. That's awesome. That's gonna look really cool. All right, so now I'm just bringing the iris down. It's a little sharp, but that's okay. I might go in and do that over. So that was quite sharp. All right, and then we'll go in and draw the pupil, circle. The line where we're gonna eventually shade. And then some of our highlights. I'll make this line a little smoother, and we'll be on our way to finishing this one up. Something I like to do is just thin out the end of the stroke there, something like that. And then I'll add back in those lashes that kind of got cut off. All right, so something like that. And moving around your drawing, you might see that looks a little strange when you have different angles. That's okay. Maybe something like that's a little bit better. And then we'll go in and draw our eyebrows. So I just have some short strokes like we did before. Clara asked if I was using Procreate for my tablet, and I am. That's what I'm using. Sometimes I use Illustrator. I switch back and forth depending on what I'm doing. Hi to the new people that just joined. All right, so that's how I draw eyes. And then you repeat the same thing on the opposite side. So this eye, you guys can let me know what kind of emotion do you think this eye is depicting. Any guesses? I'll also show you, if we take away the undersketch, the difference of what that looks like. Sad. So Ayo Art C said sad. Abdullah said normal blank face. All great guesses. Group. All right, so let me pull up some of our other examples here. All right, so we just did that top one. Do you guys want to do something more like this, like with a cat eye? This middle one, or this crying one next? You guys can let me know. Mysterious. Clara says mysterious. The last one. So you guys want to do the sad one. All right. Let's draw this one next. We'll make it nice and big so you guys have a couple of references and you can follow along with what I'm doing. All right. All right, Jenna, we'll do the middle one next. All right, so this one obviously has a couple more elements than the first one did. Do you guys want me to show you how to draw the left or the right eye? Welcome to the new members. Welcome. All right, so left. All right, executive decision. We're going to be drawing the left side. Oh, the right. Oh, we've got 2 votes for right. And then we've got Abdullah. Both are symmetrical. Any side would work. Very good. All right. Let's draw the right since we've got a couple more votes for that. So we'll start with our, oh, tied. Tied. All right, well, we'll be drawing the right. Jenna seems to be happy about that. All right, so we've got the top lash line. We'll draw our eye shape. And what you guys can experiment here is, since we're drawing a sad eye, you can droop the eyelashes a little bit to really show that emotion. And then for anybody on a tablet, I am just using a pencil. We'll draw the crease here with a little bit more shape. Slightly slanted. We can move this down a little so we have room for the eyebrow. Just sketch a placement for where our eyebrow would be. Willow, do you want to draw with us? Willow, come here. Come sit on my lap. Willow! Willow, come here. Come here. Alrighty. Willow has joined the party. All right, so we've got our outline going. We will now draw the inside of our eye. Oh, you guys want to see Willow? All right, at the end I'll show you guys Willow. So I've got our camera propped up and don't want to move that around too much. All right, you can draw a general shape for where those tears would be. Just sketch that out. Again, these shapes, these lines do not need to be perfect at all. these are just practices and exercises so you guys can experiment with different shapes and different ways of drawing the eye. All right, so maybe I will have some random eyelashes down here. And we'll draw a line for where that shadow would be, the reflection in the eye, a space for the highlights. And I think we're good to move on to our next step of inking. I'm gonna pull the dry inking brush. If you guys are on paper, you guys can do what you did on the last step. Either continue on pencil or grab a pen and ink those lines that you drew. Welcome, Alona. We are doing a how to draw eyes tutorial. All right, so now we're gonna just outline our eye. We've got our pupil. Got a pretty big pupil in there, since it's a sad eye. Our highlights. The line of our shadow. Hi, Glenn. We are doing a how to draw eyes tutorial, if you want to follow along. All right, we've got a very sad eye here. And then we'll just repeat that on the other side, and you've got a pair of sad eyes. And if you guys want, you would erase that there. And that would really come in when we start shading. All right, so let's just group those together. And I believe Jenna had said she wants to do this one next, so that will be the one we're doing next. Hi, Rie. Oh, awesome, Abdullah. He said his came out pretty cool. Can't wait to see. All right, so we'll just grab our pencil. And we will sketch the outline of our eye like we did before. So these eyes, if you guys want to guess what emotion this would be, go for it. The general shape of these are very circular eyes, very big pupils. You can go ahead and take a guess at some emotions that might be conveyed through this kind of shape. Happy. Eva says happy. Abdullah says normal blank anime face. Eva says cute. Ria says maybe sad. In love. We've got a lot of different guesses. My mom has come over to look. What emotion do you think?
Be wide-eyed wonder.
Wide-eyed wonder, she says. These are all really cool guesses, and they can all be possible. So we'll just bring that shape of the eye down. Again, very circular. We've got a very circular shape here. So the emotion that I was going for when I drew this one was sort of like a hollow, empty look, kind of like struck. So a lot of those guesses would all make sense. Ria says that it's very therapeutic to watch. That's awesome. I love watching drawing videos too. They're very mesmerizing. You can't hear the background anymore? Maybe it's just too low. Make it bigger, louder. Got some relaxing jazz going. So a good trick for when we're drawing lashes is that sometimes we think, here, I'll make this real thick. Sometimes we are inclined to draw kind of sticks or something like a general direction like this. But really, the eye line, these lashes fall underneath and they overlap. So really they look more like that. And even when we thicken this line in here, we've still got these swooping shapes. So that's just something to keep in mind when you are drawing the angle of your eyelashes. All right. Okay, Willow thinks she's getting food, so she has left us momentarily. She'll be back when she realizes that we have no food for her right now because she has eaten already. Okay, Eva said that was helpful. Awesome. Yeah, if you guys have any questions or you're wondering about anything, just let me know in the comments. So here we have some options. This could be the pupil. This could be a highlight. It's really however you want to do that, and you guys can experiment by filling this part in, or filling this part in, filling that part in. You'll get a lot of different kinds of looks. All right, looks like we're ready to ink. New layer for our tablet users and an inking brush of some sort. And we'll get to inking. All right, so Abdullah says that he's going to restart his video. We'll be here when you get back, no worries. And what I'm doing is just changing the angle of my paper, and you guys can do that as well on a tablet or on real paper by just moving that around. Sometimes it's easier to draw different angles if your hand's at a different angle in relation to where you're drawing. Whoops. Willow. Do you guys have dogs at home? Are they barking like mine? Whoa. Oh, Jenna has a dog, she says. What kind of dog do you have, Jenna? A golden doodle? Oh my goodness. They are so cute. I love golden doodles. Willow is a Maltese and a King Charles Cavalier mix. I love golden doodles. Oh, they're so cute. I met a really cute golden doodle in the city when I was walking, who was so friendly. Willow is cute. She's pretty cute. What's your dog's name, Jenna? Abdullah says, we will be meeting Willow soon. Yes, she makes some guest appearances in some of our classes. Definitely always audio appearances. Rosie. Willow's middle name is actually Rose, Willow Rose. We didn't get to name her Willow. We adopted her, and that was her name. But my dad gave her a middle name, and it just so happens to be Rose, Willow Rose. And the vet actually only refers to her as Willow Rose, and the groomer, not just Willow. These don't look very realistic lines, so we're just gonna re-put them in. So we've got something like that. So our next step for this one would be to choose what part of this eye we want to color in. Maybe it's over here. And we've got an eye looking something like that. Or maybe, maybe we want to shade in up here. And then we'll get a different look. So there's a lot of different possibilities that we have for the shading. All right. Oops, we'll group those. And then I think we've got one more. This one. Willow. All right, well, you guys set up your paper. Let me grab Willow. Come here, Bean. All right, so now she's happy and sitting on my lap, and we have got our last eye. So this is more of kind of like a cat eye, I would say. And if you guys want to go ahead and take a guess of what kind of emotion you think this one would be, feel free. We'll start by sketching out that top lash line. Catwoman, angry, fierce. That's a good one. Yeah, fierce is a really good adjective to describe an eye like this. Something strong. If you guys do want to color these in, feel free. But I think that we'll probably have another class dedicated to just shading and color, because that might make this kind of long. Is the video still paused? No, I see my hand. Can you guys still see? All right, you can't see? It's working now? It's not still paused, all right. I don't know why we're having so many technical difficulties today, but we are. All right, Ava says, whoa, it's good now. Just making this a little bit more stylized here. Something like that. Yeah, like that. Can draw some bottom lashes here. Just a guide for where we think those will be, and maybe a couple over here. We've got a very sharp looking eyebrow. Also kind of has a cool shape that we can do for something like this. Again, kind of stylized. And then I chose to do more of an oval pupil. It's more cat-like. But feel free to experiment with some other shapes. It's all about just bending all of the rules, using the rules, and then tweaking them and getting a stylized look. All right, so for our tablet users, just grabbing an inking pen. You can make this a little smoother. Something like that, it's good. Oh, Abdullah has given us a fun fact and says, let's read what he said. There's no such thing as a black iris. It's T50, which is a dark brown color. Awesome. Fun trivia facts there. And if you guys want to play around with adding some more lashes in here, you can totally do something like that. Make it really lashy. Willow has left the building again. thinking that there's some food for her in the kitchen. I am on Long Island, and not the best, but you guys seem to all be tech savvy enough to rejoin and stuff, so that's great. Do you guys need me to wait a bit for you guys to catch up? Hi Shelby, welcome to our How to Draw Eyes tutorial. We are finishing up our last example, but I'll be editing this video together and putting it up on Instagram TV. So no worries if you missed a piece or want to go back and review. Hey Abdullah. So this eye is just about done. How did you guys do? If you guys have any last questions, I can stay on a little bit and answer. Otherwise, I would love to see your sketches and drawings and illustrations. So if you'd like to send them to me or put them up on your story and tag me, I can see them and reshare them. And I can't wait. Jenna says, my last was bad, very bad. That's all right. I doubt that, but feel free to practice that one again or show me some of the other sketches that you did. Abdullah says he needs 2 minutes to finish his drawing. I'll stay here, Abdullah, don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'll bring back our originals. I think they're in here. That looks great, just like that. We love that. Got our cat eye, hollow eyes, sad eyes. Is that one? Yeah. Whoops. Which one was your favorite to draw, guys? Let me know. the tears one. The favorite was the sad. The favorite one was the sad one. Interesting. All of them. Eva says all of them. I'll fetch the pup for a special treat. Willow, the class wants to see you. Where you going, Bo? Rescued my mom's sandwich by bringing Willow to us. The sad and the hollow one were Eva's favorite. No, Jenna's favorite. Read that wrong. All right, Willow, sit. Nice. Sit nice for our class to see you. All right, Willow. Oh, say hi. Willow Pillow. Over here, Bob. Look this way. Hey, Willow. This is Willow, everyone. She is definitely an artist. She's very good with the paintbrush. And Willow can't wait to see all of your drawings, so make sure to send them my way, tag me so we can see them. Willow, say hi. Want to show some tricks? Willow, can you lay? Lay. Oh, she knows I don't have food. Want to do your up trick? Willow, up, 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 up. Or come to me, that's fine too. All right, guys. I hope you guys had a good time, and I'll be putting this class up on Instagram TV so you can review. And I can't wait to see all of your drawings, so be sure to tag me. Bye, guys. See you next Friday, this Friday. Bye.